Jamaica is recovering from its most devastating storm ever recorded. Hurricane Melissa made landfall 2 weeks ago, and Fox Weather Correspondent Robert Ray was there when it happened. Now he's back on the ground as aid groups help with the recovery efforts. He joins us now with an exclusive look at the situation there in Black River. Robert, I'm so glad to see you back because this means that we get a first eye view of the recovery efforts that are playing out.
Yeah, Kiana, good to talk to you. Good to see all of our viewers, and welcome to Black River, Jamaica, in the southwestern quadrant. A beautiful area, the Caribbean Sea, not too far from here, but unfortunately, this is ground zero for Hurricane Melissa, Category 5. 185-mile-an-hour catastrophic winds that has decimated so much of this area, from the mountainsides, taking away the vegetation, to the structures, to where people's livelihoods are, and now making the situation very dire. We are at a makeshift hospital that was put up by Samaritan's Purse. Jason, come a little closer if you can. Jason Jones behind the lens, and people are going in here and getting treated for anything from a laceration to the fact that they cannot get medicine like diabetes or other things. And so they've been kind enough to allow us into their world, not only the Jamaicans here who are being treated, but also doctors from Samaritan's Purse. Have a watch. This is Black River, Jamaica, really ground zero for the incredible damage, catastrophic, historical Hurricane Melissa with the Category 5 winds, 185 miles an hour that came through. And you look around Black River right now, there's actually been a ton of progress as far as clearing debris as we drove around the roads and maneuvered through the pocket from just a week ago from what we saw. They have picked up a lot, but the damage is all over and the injuries significant in some spots. And that's why we're here at Samaritan's Purse in this makeshift hospital. And you walk in here and you see an incredible amount of, well, care and love on display with doctors, over 65 staff here, and treating hundreds of patients in the past week or so. And you walk through this area and you see all the different tents that they have mobilized, and just listen to how they put all this together. It really is quite amazing.
So it all comes pre-packaged in crates. That is all set up in our warehouse in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. When the decision is made, all of those crates are shipped to Greensboro, where they go on our cargo aircraft, fly anywhere in the world. Once it hits the ground, it takes us about 24 hours to set this up. So it's really all hands on deck at that time. So that's doctors, nurses, our build guys, everybody's building the hospital. Once that's up, the work clothes come off, the stethoscopes go on, and our doctors and nurses get to work on patients.
When you consider just the unbelievable challenges of putting this tent city together with medical supplies and all the doctors and the nurses and other staff, it's just mind-boggling to think about how coordinated and intelligent all these folks have to be.
We're in our triage area. You'll see this is where nurses and staff members check out all of our patients. They check them in before moving them into our emergency room. This is a 9-bed facility where we've got doctors and nurses available 24/7 all the time treating patients.
We have seen about 420 patients so far. We have done a dozen surgeries. We have been seeing a lot of wound infections, people that have stepped on nails that then is infected. We have had some, just had a patient that came in with a machete cut, very, very big laceration that needed a lot of surgery.
So we are fully capable of performing surgeries as necessary. We have done several of those in the 6 days that we've been open so far. People have lost their medications. People don't have access to that. So if they have a chronic illness like diabetes or something like that, that can get out of control very, very quickly. And so we make sure that we actually have a pharmacy on site here. And these are incredible pharmacists and lab techs, pardon me. Doctors and nurses can come in here and get whatever supplies they need.
So we have a surgical theater, we have an ICU with ventilators, laboratory, pharmacy.
And look at this. This is where everyone stays, in these tents here. All the doctors and everyone, they're sleeping here on site. It's a 24-hour facility at this point here in Black River. And they're working with the Jamaican government hand in hand on all this.
It makes for close quarters, but we have to be accessible at all times. This is a operating theater. It's an emergency department, and so we have to be ready.
Bringing them compassion, showing them that they have not been forgotten, that not only the world remembers them.
So it really is a complete field hospital, and it's just incredible how fast this can go together and the dedicated people that are out there putting it up.
Phenomenal to see here at ground zero, the epicenter of Hurricane Melissa in Black River, Jamaica. Reporting in Southwest Jamaica, Robert Ray, Fox Weather. And back here live, and apologies for any signal issues if you were watching before that story. It is difficult to get a broadcast signal and a streaming signal out of Black River right now, regardless of Starlink. We had a heavy rainstorm come through. There was some intense cloud cover, but nonetheless, you see behind me the flurry of activity here at the Samaritan's Purse makeshift hospital, one of dozens of aid groups trying to help Jamaicans that are in need. Nearly 3 million residents and about 1/3 of this island that was affected intensely and catastrophically by the winds, the flooding, the rock slides, the mudslides of Melissa 2 weeks ago today. This process will go on for many months and frankly in some areas years, but there is a message of hope here. And there's a message that anyone watching this on the Fox Weather stream should understand and on social media. Jamaica will open very soon. Right after the holidays, many of these resorts and hotels in Montego Bay will open their doors. If you have a trip booked, don't cancel it yet because they need that economy. They need the funds to come in as well as aid monies from governments and NGOs. It's super important to the livelihoods of all these people in Jamaica, regardless of what is going on in the mountains and some of the reconstruction going on. The resorts will be back open. Kiana, back to you.
Robert, such phenomenal work there that Samaritan's Purse is doing, and you're doing too by sharing the information with us here back at home. I want to ask very quickly, for the folks that you maybe have talked to there, what are some of the specific things that they may need for maybe our viewers that are watching at home that want to try to donate as well?
Well, I can tell you, I think the best thing for any of our viewers to do is find a charitable organization, an NGO that is reputable, okay? Send them an email or get on the phone and give money to help fund. And what you see is, this is Samaritan's Purse with goods and supplies right behind us. That's the best way because Samaritan's Purse and MediCorps and other aid groups will get your money to the proper resources and delivery, whether it be by chopper or by ground. That's the best way.
All right,
Gianna?
Robert, thanks so much for the message and, of course, for sharing the latest there out of Black River, Jamaica there. Thanks again for the update, Robert Ray. Now, that about does it